Hey folks, welcome back to another Dice Tower preview. I'm Mark, and today we're taking a look at Scales of Fate, brought to you by Ivy Studio. It's for 2 players, ages 14 and up, with games generally running about 30 to 60 minutes. So join me as we dive in and take a thematic look at this game. The gods are restless, the balance of power teeters on the edge of chaos, and the scales of fate are shifting. Demigods walk the world, their actions shaping destiny itself. You have been chosen to guide 2 of them through the trials to come. Their fate is now bound to your decisions. The gods' influence is everywhere, subtle yet undeniable. The scales tilt with every choice you make, and the path forward is rarely clear. Do you keep your demigods close, moving in harmony to gain shared renown, or do you send them down separate paths, widening the distance between them, knowing that greater risk could lead to greater reward? Balance is fragile. A single misstep could unravel everything. The Omega and the Scythe. These symbols show fate's dual nature. The Omega marks glory, raising a demigod's renown and lifting them towards greatness. The Scythe brings ruin, cutting down renown and leaving demigods in the shadow of defeat. Balance between these forces is the key to mastering your destiny. 3 ages stand between you and victory. With each age comes new challenges, new opportunities, and new dangers. On your turn, you can take one of 3 powerful options, so you must decide how to shape your demigod's fate. You can place a demigod on an action tile, triggering powerful effects. Some tiles let you send a demigod into the abyss, a dangerous gamble, as the abyss marker will decide whether they rise stronger or fall further at the end of the age. Other tiles allow you to shift the abyss marker itself, altering the fate of all demigods within. You can also take one of 4 servants, giving you a powerful tool to influence the renown of demigods later in the age. Servants offer another path to power. Penance targets dark quests marked with the scorpion symbol, adjusting renown based on the values shown, sometimes lifting demigods towards glory, sometimes cutting them down. Vesper influences light quests, marked with the feather symbol, increasing or decreasing renown depending on the quest's value. Hadra's servants act locally, affecting only the closest demigods. But even a small shift in renown can change everything. And then there are the gods. Their power is not easily claimed though, but for those bold enough to seize it, the rewards can be extraordinary. Smite allows you to cast down any demigod, even one standing at the height of power. Flip their token and send them to the abyss. Switch lets you trade the position of any 2 demigods, completely reshaping the battlefield. Steal allows you to take a servant from your opponent's grasp, forcing them to adjust their entire strategy. But the gods do not give without taking. Every god power you use will cost you renown at the end of the game. Power comes at a price. You'll need to decide if it's worth it. But once again, beware the abyss. It looms at the edge of existence, a swirling force of creation and destruction. When a demigod falls into the abyss, their fate is determined by the abyss marker. You have the power to shift it, choosing whether the abyss will reward strength or punish weakness. It's a dangerous tool, but in the hands of a skilled player, it can become a weapon. Sometimes, the only way to rise is to fall. Each action shapes the battlefield. Each choice alters destiny. The gods are watching, waiting to see if you can tip the scales in your favor. As the final age ends, the gods will demand answers. You've been watching your opponent's moves, analyzing every action. Can you deduce which 2 demigods they've controlled all along? A correct guess could mean the difference between victory and defeat. But if you're wrong, the gods will not be kind. When the dust finally settles, the player with the highest renown will stand as the god's chosen champion. If there's a tie, the gods will have their own way of deciding who is worthy. Victory won't go to the strongest or the fastest. It will go to the one who understands the balance of fate. The one who knows when to strike, when to hold back, and when to risk it all. The gods are watching. The scales are shifting, and fate is in your hands. Scales of fate. Will you rule the gods or be ruled? Alright folks, just a reminder once again, this has been a Dice Tower paid preview, and everything you've seen has been in prototype form, so keep a close eye on the campaign for any changes that still may occur. Now, with that said, this game truly is that tug of war, that battle of wits back and forth, seesawing, as you try to come out on top with your demigods. And I really like the fact too that they have nice big chunky pieces in this game. Some really nice tactile experience as you're moving those demigods around, and even as you're scoring around the board. It just feels really nice. And also how the different boards will change up for each age, age 1, age 2, age 3, you'll be swapping out those cards and will change the configuration of the world every time you dive in. So also those god powers, it's important to note they are a one-time use per game, and they will give you negative renown at the end. So some really interesting choices in this one as you battle back and forth, trying to get the right amount of renown for your demigods, and also trying at the same time to deduce who your opponent is controlling. But folks, ultimately, if this looks like something of interest to you, I'm sure they'd appreciate your support. So I think that's it for me, and until next time, we'll see you at the table.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you like this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.